Hi friends, and today I would like to discuss about one of the interview question I have faced, that is data security and level of data access in Salesforce. So while I was giving the answer, what I given data security which Salesforce has been provided, like profiles, roles, objects, field security, all those things. And profile means the control of access will be done by the profile, and according to the user can have the access control, and according to the user can have the access according to the settings which we have given in the profile. And the field security means where we can control the visibility of the field for the user, either read or visible, like that on the record or the page layout, and roles I mentioned in the interview, like role is a time thing where user can have a role, and it comes under the data. It is controlling the access on the data. And the other thing which I have given profiles, permission set I have mentioned, we can give the extra access to the user when when the two users having the same profile and requires different kind of visibility on the page. We can go with the permission set. So I have given like this the answer, but it may not satisfy the interviewer, and there are a lot of questions on the data security after on the interview. So I would like to discuss here how we can improve ourselves to give the answer to the interviewer, and also learn, and also to make ourselves confidence while giving the answer. So data security and level of data access in Salesforce. Data security in Salesforce refers to the comprehensive set of practices and technologies implemented to protect the sensitive information stored within our Salesforce platform. Because in the Salesforce platform, account, there are multiple things like account, contact, opportunity, and as well as all the objects. It may not differ to one person and also to another person. The same account, contact, and opportunity, all these tables, all these objects were same to the all the users in the organization. Then how to secure our data, or how to secure the visibility of the table, or how to secure the required fields. So for that, Salesforce opens up with some of the practices and technologies implemented to protect the sensitive information stored within the Salesforce platform. This encapsulates safeguarding the customer data, employee information, financial records, and any other confidential data residing in the Salesforce environment. So here it is explaining that data security in Salesforce refers to some comprehensive set of practices and technologies implemented to protect the sensitive information stored in the Salesforce platform. Since it is on the platform side and every information is same to all the users, so Salesforce provided some comprehensive practices and technologies where it implemented certain things to protect the sensitive information. So what is data security in Salesforce? Data security in Salesforce deals with security or sharing settings of data and visibility between users across the organization. So data security in Salesforce deals with, what is data security means? It deals with the security or sharing settings of data and visibility between users across the organization. In the organization there are multiple users, so this concept, this data security in Salesforce, which mainly deals with security thing or sharing settings of the data and the visibility between the users. It means data security defines what a user can see and what operations a user can perform on the platform. So what does it mean means it defines which user or what a user can see and what operations a user can perform on the platform. The Salesforce platform provides a flexible layered sharing model that makes it easy to assign different data sets to different sets of users. So since in the platform there is not only one user, there are multiple users, so the Salesforce platform provides a flexible layered sharing model that makes it easy to assign different data sets to different sets of users. So data security means where Salesforce has been provided some set of practices and technologies which implemented to safeguard or secure the data or secure or protect the sensitive information stored in the Salesforce platform. And the security and sharing model can be configured entirely using the user interface, and it is implemented at the API level, which means any permissions specified for the objects, records and fields apply even if the user query or update the data via API calls. Meaning that what in the Salesforce platform, the security or the sharing model can be configured. Everything can be configured on the UI itself, user interface itself, even though it is highly implemented at the API level. The data access on the Salesforce is categorized in 4 levels. The following are, these are very important. So there might be a question, what is the difference between data security and level of data access? Data security meaning that Salesforce provided some set of technologies or practices implemented to safeguard or protect the sensitive information stored in the Salesforce platform. Then what is the level of data access? So there are 4 level of access the Salesforce has been provided as, or the Salesforce has been categorized. The data access on the Salesforce is categorized in 4 levels: organization level, object level, and field level, and record level. So what is meant by organization level? So organization level, in organization level security in Salesforce, you can keep a list of authorized users for your entire organization, set password policies and restrict logins to specific hours and locations. So in the organization level security, we can keep a list of authorized users for your entire organization, like set password policies, restrict logins to specific hours and locations. What is object level then? Object level security provides the simplest way to control which users have different kinds of access to each and every object. By setting permissions on a particular type of object, you can prevent a group of users from creating, viewing, editing or deleting any records of that object. So this object level security provides the simplest way to control which user should have a kind of access to each and every object in the platform. So by setting some permissions on a particular type of object, you can prevent a group of users from creating, viewing, editing or deleting any records of that object. So for example, one user can only read and create student records and another user has read and edit access. So meaning that I have taken in one block this one. So one user can only read, and if we set the permission in such a way, uh, user one should have read and create a student record, and user B should have only a read and edit access. So in this case, in this case, in the object level, um, in the object level, we can have a profile and permission set. So the better to go with permission set here when we are talking about two users. So profile, it is even though the permission set is there, profile is required, because in the profile the login hours or some kind of organization level security things like set password policies, those are ultimately depends upon the profile itself. But permissions at when coming to the object level, when coming to the visibility of the object for two users, going with the permission set is the best way. So on the permission set, when we say for the user A should have read and create, so the user A should only will have the read and create that student records. And the another user B, if we mention like he should have read and edit, there is a CRUD there is a CRUD on the object level. So it will be under profile as well, and it will be under permission set as well. What do you mean by CRUD? Means C means create, R means read, E means edit, D means delete. So if the user, if the permission set given to the user is create and read, then the user can only have the visibility of creating. Then the user have a then the user have only way possibility that he can create and as well as read, and the other user can only read and view the records, but he cannot able to create. That is the main difference. So field level security restrict access to certain fields even for objects a user already has access. In fact, meaning that let's say user A have a visibility on the object. Object means table. In the table there will be like multiple fields. So even though the user have a visibility on the object, though in the object, inside of the object there can be multiple fields, that fields visibility can be controlled under this field level. For example, you can make the salary field in a position object invisible to the interviewer but visible to hiring managers and recruiters. Okay, so meaning that there is a object position inside of the position object. There is a salary, and let's say interviewer, hiring manager, and recruiter. These are the users having different kind of roles. Only specific roles can have a visibility on the fields according to the setting has been provided under the permission set. That is as simple as that is the example I have given. Record level security lets users access some records but not others. It is used to control data access with greater precision. Record level security, it deals mainly with the data, meaning that lets users access some records but not others. It is used to control data access with greater precision. Users can have access to view an object but can be restricted to individual records. Meaning that, so the users can have a object visibility. When we create an object, inside of the object there are fields. If the data has been filled into the field, so it become a record. So even though the user can have a visibility on the object, but they can only view their records but not the others. That flexibility has been controlled, or the controlling power is there with the record level. For example, there are various students from different courses, so we can set the particular user. Let's say Mohan, who is having training manager profile, can only see the records from the particular course. Let's say Java. Okay. Let's say Java. Let's say Java. Okay. Let's say there are various students from different courses, so we can set the particular user. Let's say Mohan, who is having training manager profile. Okay, there is a user Mohan with a training manager profile, and let's assume course is an object, and under the courses there are some kind of field we can say. Course one, in the course is an object, right? In the course we can make sure there is a skill or the technology. In the technology, let's say assume it was a pick list like Java, .NET, and there are other kinds of. So if the record has been created under the course having the technology as Java, it become a record. So the user, let's say the training manager profile should have a visibility on only Java records. Then we can use this record level security. So record level security. Always make a table for various types of users and level of access to that each user has in your organization to implement a security and sharing model. So record level, which I have given here the example. So in the course object there is a pick list like technology which is having Java, .NET, and multiple things, and the manager who is having this Mohan, who is having this training manager profile, can have the visibility of only these Java records. We can use sharing settings, and we can apply the condition in such a way these users from these public groups can only have the visibility of these Java records. But in depth, I would like to explain more. What is sharing setting, and if I spell over like sharing setting, this sharing setting will come on which level of access. I'm saying this comes on record level. So like this, there could be multiple questions, or there could be a possibility of triggering multiple questions on the interview. So I would like to discuss more and deeper into this. So it makes me confident, and furthermore I would like to learn and get the confidence from my side, technically stronger, better than previous. Thank you so much.